Hello and welcome back to day 4 of the Eat More Plants workshop. I am so excited to have you tuning in with me today. Today really is that big moment, right? You got your email today. It said the biggest mistake that people make when trying to eat plant-based, and I am going to share with you my number 1 success tip. So drop a hey in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from today. I saw that Amy came in from the garden. Thank you so much. And I did get a glimpse of those cherries you posted. That's awesome. Yes, yes, yes. We've got Misty Blue over on YouTube. Lots of Facebook users. Y'all did not click the StreamYard link, so this is what I see, but that's okay. I'm happy you're here. I see Kim and Joanne. Yes, yes, yes. And Beth. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. This is so fun for me. So we're on day 4. And the exciting news is that really we're about halfway through now because we've added those 4 extra bonus sessions, which are going to keep us going full of information until next Tuesday. So remember, those bonus session topics come from your questions, your comments, your messages. So keep them coming. So far, we have a session on social situations and the long game for success. So remember, I'm your coach. I'm here all week at your service. I have opened up my calendar, moved things around, added weekend appointments so that I can help you work through the strategy of your next steps on your personalized path to living a plant-based life without stress and overwhelm. Remember, we're live here every night at 7 p.m. Eastern, except Saturday. We're going to do that as a morning coffee session because what's more fun than a cup of warm beverage and, you know, a group of your friends on Zoom, because that's what I feel like you guys are. I feel like you're my friends. Like, I love this. So again, the replays are available in the guide section of that Facebook page or on the YouTube channel until next Tuesday, the 30th at noon Eastern. So if you're just tuning in for the first time live today, or you want to go back and watch any of the sessions, today will be a good one to watch. You can catch that replay for till next Wednesday. Remember, the big news is that I have more giveaways coming, all of the bonus sessions. We have a big one coming this evening as well as giveaways the next 4 days. So definitely show up, participate, do the homework, comment on the live sessions, hashtag team replay if you catch the replays, and really stay in contact with me. Message me, email me. The more you get your questions asked and answered, the more successful you'll be. Sorry, Eddie is just so excited to be snuggled right now. So, a quick reminder, again, real person, travel in a fifth wheel with John and my 3 cats. This one is extra snuggly. Okay, go lay down. And just don't be surprised if they pop up because they just have a way of wanting to be where I am right now. So I want to make sure I answer your questions. So if you have questions throughout the session today, drop them in, my goodness, drop them in the comments. And if I don't get them in the chat, I will definitely try to get them answered either directly to you or in our Zoom session on Saturday morning. So do drop them in there. And again, I invite you to maximize your time and minimize your distractions as I have with all the other sessions. But if you're ready, let's drop some fire in the chat. Let's do smileys, thumbs up, cheers, whatever you've got. Let's get it in the chat. Let's get some energy going. I love to see all these friends here. We have Lisa over on YouTube, Elise, Corey, Charlene, Nikki, Cindy, Jody, Mary Lou. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Cindy, I know exactly where Erie, PA is. We used to drive through there all the time. Yes, yes, we do have an appointment for Saturday. I'm loving it. Stacy from Ithaca, Debbie. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so fun. I am your host, Kathy Davis, a former school teacher turned plant-based lifestyle coach, 2-time plant-based cookbook author, and the CEO of Veg Inspired. I help people transition to a plant-based lifestyle that supports their fast-paced schedules without requiring hours in the kitchen or the stress of what am I going to eat. I have been eating and creating vegan meals for over 7 years and cleaned up my own habits to follow a whole food plant-based way of eating 1.5 years ago to increase my energy, level up my health, and shed that extra weight. And if you are ready to follow your path to plant-based and make it your way of life, your time is now. Let's get it in the chat. I am so excited that you are here for my number 1 habit for success is meal planning. If you have heard me talk, you know that I am a meal planner and I get a lot of slack for it, but just stick with me. This really, truly is the weekly habit that was a key to my success, and it is not what you think. It's not how you think about meal planning. I'm going to share my easy strategy to plan like a pro, and I will have you planning your meals so that you're saving time, money, and alleviating any stress in the kitchen. So meal planning is always is one of its popular topics, and for good reason. A lot of times, or at first glance, it can seem hard to implement, hard to set up, hard to stick to, hard to get it planned because of time. But truthfully, it takes dedication and acknowledging that you need to break down old habits. Remember, we're going to shatter through those old habits, and we're really going to spend time dedicating to this. And I want to focus on setting up your meal plan more as a routine than just this off-the-cuff thing that you do randomly. So give me a yippee in the chat. Yippee, I love that word. And let's get started. So the number 1 blank, the first blank on your homework is this. Meal planning is hard because I tell myself it's hard. I'm going to repeat that. Meal planning is hard because I tell myself it's hard. The things we think, the talks we talk, that's how it turns out. So if you tell yourself that meal planning is hard, that's how you think about it. But think back to that goal that you dug into on Monday, right? To reach that goal, it's going to require change of thoughts and change of habit. Have you had any major breakthroughs this week where you've had blocks on achieving your goal in the past? Anything that you uncovered as I've been talking to really lean into where that change or where that old habit needs to kind of be pushed aside so that the new blossoming you can really flourish and thrive? My experience was that when I flew by the seat of my pants at the grocery store, I bought ingredients that were not aligned with my goals. I forgot items I wanted for recipes, and I would lose my mind if the store didn't have an ingredient for a recipe I planned. The other side of it was either if I didn't plan, I was always in a conversation at dinner time about what was for dinner. And that is my least favorite conversation. I love sitting down and planning and talking about it, but at 5:45 at night, when I'm hungry, the last thing we want to do is talk about what's for dinner and have to outline all of the things that we could have so that we can try and make a decision. Oh, so when I started planning meals into my calendar and really planning them to fit into my life, I was able to space out my high effort meals, and I was able to better predict my grocery bill, which helped me save money. Give me some love in the chat if you want to save money on your groceries. And the benefit was I was not stressed at dinner time because I knew what I was making, or I knew what I could delegate to John that he could make. And that's the other big piece of meal planning. I can easily delegate a meal if something comes up, right? When I was writing the cookbook, I might need to do an edit of the book, and they kind of drop everything when the editor sends it to me, right? I could easily say, hey, can you take over this recipe? This is what we're making tonight, right? Or if I have a client that needs an immediate answer or needs some help on something, I could set aside time to pull myself away from dinner and let John finish it. Or I don't have kids, but you know how busy you get when obligations happen or work schedules or family, something comes up unexpectedly. This allows you to take that control back. You're not running through the drive-through. You know what to plan, or you know what you can pass off to somebody else. So I know what some of you might be thinking. But Kathy, I'm not a planner. I like to fly by the seat of my pants. Well, I'm dropping the hammer. It's a little bit of tough love right here, so don't be offended. Is what you're doing right now working to get you to your goal? Because if it's not, trust me, I've been where you are, right? I'm here to support you and guide you because I was there. I know the frustrations and the stress when you spend 30 minutes talking about what's for dinner. Or worse, you go and buy all these groceries and then you eat takeout anyway, right? And it's unaligned with your goal and it just throws you off track. So take a deep breath. It's okay. We're going to do this together. We're actually going to plan. I'm going to walk you through how I would plan a meal plan, and then I'm going to ask you for homework to do one on your own. So, fill in the blank number 2. I will plan so that I can set my goal and achieve my goal. I will plan so that I can set my goal and achieve my goal. The importance of meal planning, even when you aren't a planner, is the commitment to your goal and how you want to eat long before the action takes place. Meal planning is about committing to your goal and not letting those in-the-moment decisions pull you off track. Meal planning helps hold you accountable. Most people find that meal plans will help them relieve stress in the kitchen, but they aren't really sure how to do it or how to get started. Or they buy meal plans that are full of crazy ingredients or ingredients their families don't like, and they end up reverting back to the same old meals that no longer excite them, that keep them in a meal rut and waste money in the process. And I'll tell you from experience, as someone who created meal plans as an option to sell, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because it truly knocks you off your feet if you don't like the recipes that are suggested, right? You expect you're going to get this amazing meal plan, and then boom, it's got a whole week of mushrooms, and you're like, yeah, I don't like mushrooms. So I'm going to guide you through a meal planning for success. We're going to start with one day, but I really want you to think each day and how you can make it work with your schedule. I spend a lot of time in my program training on meal planning and even offer co-planning sessions where we work together because I find it to be a vital piece of long-term success. So here are 3 keys to meal planning that you'll have to put somewhere else in your notes because I did not include them in the workbook. 1, you're going to plan meals that you are so excited to make that you don't want to miss them even if you're tired. I have found myself making my favorite easy taco recipe at 7:30 at night after a long day simply because I loved them so much and I didn't want to miss eating them. When you plan meals that excite you, you have a greater chance of sticking to that meal plan, which is one reason I highly recommend building your easy go-to recipe lists as a resource, not just thrown around, but really use Pinterest. I have a whole session on organizing recipes that I can share as well if that would help. Number 2, organize your recipes and easy meal ideas so that you have access to them when you're planning. This is grabbing a sheet of paper and writing down all your favorites. This is making a note of a favorite recipe that your family really, really likes and noting where to get the recipe. I don't know about you, but I've gone countless times. I'm like, where's that recipe? John, what recipe is that cookbook in? Hey, you know that dip we made last week? What recipe was that? Where did we get that? And then we're like spending 5 minutes trying to figure out where the recipe was so that I can put the list on my grocery, put the items on my grocery list. So keep them all at your fingertips. I love to use my cookbooks, but I also love Pinterest. So there's my 2 go-tos. Now, number 3 is what's different than everybody else. Treat your meals like a date or a calendar appointment. Now, before we get into this, I want to offer one point of suggestion that through my presentation you may have missed, and I want to clearly point out. I am not suggesting that you plan a new recipe each night for dinner. I'm suggesting that you have a plan of attack for easy meals you can whip together with prepped ingredients if you're a meal prepper, or batch cooked ingredients if you batch cook, or meals that you can make in under 30 minutes, or that are super hands-off, one pot, one dish, no cook, whatever, or repurposing leftovers. In larger families, this might look different because oftentimes it's you use the entire recipe when you cook it, so you may not have leftovers. But if you're cooking for 1 or 2, you might have leftovers. And I can't go into it today, but repurposing your leftovers into something different is a huge benefit to not having to eat the same thing every day. Because I promise you, I am not a meal prepper. And if you try and feed me lasagna 15 times in a week, I'm going to say no. I don't want to eat the same thing. I don't mind leftovers, but I like them turned into something else. So we are going to talk about the how. How do we meal plan? So your one-day meal planner starts right now. My one-day meal planners, this is your fill in the blank. I will plan meals that excite me. Yep, you want it to be exciting. Excite me. You will plan meals that excite me. So how do I do it? Well, first I look at my calendar and I see how much time I have to make the meal. If I don't have much time for breakfast, I'll usually make an overnight oats recipe. And for those of you who don't know, in the digital version of your workbook, all of the recipes on the last pages are linked. So my overnight oats recipe is actually linked in the back of the workbook. So I might do the overnight oats, or I might do an oat bowl. If you don't like oats, you could do baked tofu with tempeh bacon. I have a tempeh bacon recipe on veginspired.com. Stacy, if you have access to that, you can drop that in the chat. But the tempeh bacon, I just make that ahead of time. You can make it for, tofu, tempeh bacon, avocado on an English muffin. So it's kind of like an egg sandwich. Or you can use that tempeh bacon in a BLT with tempeh bacon, lettuce, tomato, maybe a little tofu mayo or a little avocado. It's really for lunch, but I thought I'd mention it here. And then for lunch, I look at my commitments first. What is my time commitment available to eat lunch? And then number 2, I look at the leftovers. Am I making something new for lunch, or can I use leftovers from what I ate the night before? Can I repurpose those? Do I have boiled potatoes that I can mix with my mustard and sauerkraut? So when I was working outside the home, I used to take sweet potatoes with black beans, and I did share that recipe also with Stacy. So that's the sweet potato black bean meal prep recipe. I loved making that. It was sweet potatoes, black beans with spinach, avocado, and tahini sauce. And I used to take that in little containers. And in that instance, I actually would eat the same thing a couple of days because I loved it so much. I kept rice vinegar and tahini in my office, and I was able to just easily make that up and warm it up at work. But now that I'm working at home, I make things like the rainbow quinoa salad, which is linked in the last page, or the chickpea salad sandwiches, which is also linked. Or honestly, sometimes I will cut up some russet potatoes, bake them into wedges, add some ketchup, and make a spinach veggie salad with a little rice vinegar and a drizzle of tahini. It's like the perfect lunchtime, energy-filled, refreshing meal. So now I'm back to my calendar looking at dinner. So dinner is usually the meal that takes the most amount of time for me, and it really is about planning it into my schedule. So this week is perfect example. This workshop takes place during the time when we would normally make dinner. So when I was planning the meals and leftovers, I really looked at things that I could make that were very easy and that were extremely filling and energizing, right? So one of the meals we made were the mashed Irish potatoes from the Plant Pure Chef. I think Stacy has that link too. We also, tonight we're having brown rice. So the brown rice is actually on delay in our Instant Pot. And then we're gonna roast up sweet potatoes, broccoli, and beans and do a quick drizzle of barbecue sauce. So it makes this like yummy barbecue bowl, and it's all served over rice, and everything's kind of hands off once it's all cut. And then for snacks, I usually keep an oil-free hummus, which is also linked on page 9, and veggies or popcorn on hand if I need that kind of a snack. And then for something sweet, I'll make those oat cookies that are linked, or I'll just have dates, or in the hot summer, I've been really enjoying frozen grapes or date energy balls. So I think I just did that in under 5 minutes. Now, granted, I knew what I was doing. I've done it before. I could have easily done it without my notes, but I really want you to see the takeaway in the process. It's about making yourself nourishing and plant-based meals that are part of your daily routine, not an afterthought. I know that time is precious, but I encourage you to schedule in the 10 minutes to do that grab and go oatmeal, or take that time to cut your potatoes and toss together a salad. And even taking the time at the end of the day to make yourself a nice dinner. Even if it's something as simple as veggie stock, vegetable broth, frozen veggies, and pasta or lentils in the crock pot or in the soup pot, and just making a quick clean out the kitchen soup, right? It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be complicated. There are really easy ways using spices and herbs and dressings and vinegars and citrus to really, really increase the flavor of your foods and make them taste good without spending hours in the kitchen. So going from this plan that I just gave you, my next step, so I'm moving a little bit into day 2, but not too much, would be to look at piggybacking ingredients. So I suggested the overnight oats. Let's say I do the peach cobbler overnight oats, right? I might do a frozen peach and fresh banana smoothie so that I can piggyback the ingredients and really be able to, maximize the foods that I'm bringing into my kitchen without having to buy lots of different ingredients. And then I did those mashed potatoes this week for my meal. I might do some russets for lunch, or if I do the russets, I might make mashed potatoes. So it really is about piggybacking those ingredients so that you can use them in multiple recipes rather than having to buy this kind of potato and that kind of potato and that kind of potato and this brown rice and this starch. And now you've got 17 open bags of every different grain, and you've spent, 12 hours in the kitchen trying to figure out how to cook everything. Like, it really is about taking a step back and making it easy. I know I kind of breezed through meal planning as if it's second nature, but it becomes that way when you make it a habit. And by making it a habit, you are setting yourself up for success. So I want to run through those those 3 keys to meal planning so that you have them one more time. 1, plan meals that you are so excited to make you don't want to miss them, even if you're tired. 2, organize your recipes for easy access. And 3, treat your meals like a date or a calendar appointment. So I want you to take these strategies and I want you to make a meal plan for your homework. What I'm most excited about now is to move into my giveaway. We're halfway through this workshop, right? We have bonus sessions. I'm so excited about them. I've shared so much this week, how to define your goal, clearly articulating your why, and then visualizing what that looks like, right? I felt the emotion behind this. I can see you all in 6 months being intuitive chefs in the kitchen, cooking up those meals, feeling good, blood pressure's down, pain's gone. Like I can feel it. And it's so fun for me. And I am filled to the brim when I get your messages. And honestly, I think we should all do voice messages all the time. All our messages should be audio because it just warms my heart to hear your voices and hear you say the things articulated the way that you feel them in your heart. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and participating and doing the audios because that was so fun for me. So guys, we have so much excitement coming up. Tomorrow we have our purposeful and intentional progress over perfection and really mapping out your plan. Then we're going to come together with our coffee or warm beverage or brunch and do a Zoom with me, and I'm going to answer all your questions. Sunday, we're going to talk all about that long game for success. Monday, social situations. Let's just get it out on the table. And then Tuesday, I'm still waiting on a topic. So if you've got questions, I want them in the chat. I want to hear them. I want them in Messenger. What do you still feel stuck on? Because I'm here to serve you, right? I'm your coach all week. I want this for you, which is why this truly is probably my favorite part of the week. This is the moment that I get to announce my special giveaway. This giveaway is so near and dear to my heart. And the last 4 days have truly filled me with so much joy. And that's one of the reasons why I end up opening up bonus sessions, because I truly love this. It is hard to put into words the gratitude I have for you spending your time with me, opening up to me, sharing your vulnerability, committing to your goal. I mean, it truly shines through your passion. And I know so many of you are really ready to follow your path to plant-based and make it your way of life. And I know it's your time. Your time is now. So it's my pleasure to announce that one person that has been attending the workshop, I put all of the names of homework participants, everybody dropping stuff into the chat. I mean, it was like the wheel was just all colors and I spun it. And one person was selected to be the recipient of a scholarship for a seat in my Successfully Plant-Based Coaching program. That person is going to have the pleasure of working with me weekly for the next 12 months to take them from where they are right now and help them transform their way of living into a sustainable plant-based way of life that they're ready to live. Their journey starts right away with a questionnaire and then their one-to-one discovery call to review their goals so that I can craft an individualized roadmap for their journey. We will then meet each month one-on-one for a coaching call to talk about their progress and map out their plan into 30-day increments. But that's not all. In addition to the one-on-one calls, they also get access to a weekly live group coaching call with me and my community of Successfully Plant-Based members. It's fun, supportive, and our calls are packed with information just like the sessions in this workshop. They also receive recipe and meal ideas customized to their goal and dietary preferences. They get to participate in my 2-hour monthly co-planning workshop where I walk through meal planning as a group live. They have access to direct communication with me throughout the week for an entire year and access to my weekly open office hours each week. They will have access to the membership portal for past recordings and bonus trainings. They get to run their path to plant-based with me. And they get so much more. I don't know if you're live right now. I hope you are, because I don't know if you've clicked StreamYard. I was trying to watch the chat but not get distracted. But I am so excited to welcome Jenny Walford as our scholarship recipient for this workshop. I wish that everyone could be a scholarship recipient. And if you were on the edge of your seat and hoping that it was you, I have good news. I have more seats open in my program, and I would love to invite you to consider working with me. So if you feel that even while you're thrilled and super pumped about all that I've shared this week, and you might even be able to do it on your own, but you'd really prefer to have some additional support and accountability and really have that coach, that person that has been there before, run this with you, your time is now. The invitation is open for you. If you don't want to have to figure it out all on your own, and you really want that blueprint that's already proven, already vetted, I've already done it. I'm not like other coaches. I lived it. I'm living it right now. I'm not to my ideal weight. We are running this together. We are experiencing it together. I just have 18 months ahead, right? We're in it. I've cleared my health. I've gained energy. Do you want that big outcome you visualized? Whether it was weight loss, energy, health, or even just getting more plants on your plate without the overwhelm. I really want to consider, I want you to consider joining the Successfully Plant-Based program with me. Opening up more seats means that more of you can find that transformation. And I know it is your answer, your solution. It's what you've been looking for support, accountability, and community to help you on your plant-based way of life. It is that customized roadmap that will get you feeling confident in your body, right? Or get you to that memory-making play with your grandkids, your kids, your nieces, your nephews. Or it's getting you to that moment where you've finally taken control of your health, relieved yourself of pain, and ridded yourself of those meds. It's the accountability. It's the lessons, it's the habits, it's the program that will guide you to find that joy of cooking up simple and nourishing meals. If you've loved this workshop, imagine working with me and getting this level of white glove service every week for a year. Imagine where you'd be. This is the only program out there that offers the touches and the habit development phases to help you win the long game, to ditch the status quo and take control of your health and wellness. Your time is now. This is the answer to breaking through the overwhelm, the unaligned habits that you have, the starting Mondays, the yo-yos. It's designed to help you eat more plants so you can feel the energy, get your wellness, and hear that good news from your doctor. Can I guarantee results? No. I can't come to your house and cook for you, although I know a lot of you would want me to. I can't shop for you, but I can be right there in a text message helping you make that decision. And I can't make the decisions for you. But what I can tell you is that the Successfully Plant-Based program works when you implement the strategies outlined in your customized plan. The beauty of this program is that it was designed from a place of passion, servitude. After finding the gap in the market was accessibility and accountability. It's not a one-size-fits-all program. It is designed for people who know they want to eat more plants, but just aren't sure where to start or what to do next, or standing in the overwhelm of information like drinking out of a fire hydrant. It's for people who need accountability, who need that person, You don't have anybody in your family. You don't have anybody in your town. You don't have anybody in your house that supports you. I'm here. I'm ready to run. It is a success-based program delivered from someone who has been where you are and is standing where you want to be. Habit development, implementation, recipes, meal planning, and support are provided on a weekly basis over the course of 12 months so that you can implement and develop day-to-day habits to keep you moving forward to the lifestyle you want. Your results aren't spread out over 12 months, but your habit and implementation development is, right? I'm here for you through the seasons of your life changes to keep you on track, to hold you accountable even when the things in your life change. What I found is that too many programs are too short. People invest a bunch of money only to go off track weeks or months after the program ends. That's why I created a longer-term approach to help guide you through these phases of implementation on your various paths. So what do you get? Here's what you get. Each month you get a one-on-one coaching call with me. Each week you get a weekly group coaching call with me. It's all delivered live. You get access to me weekly, daily to answer your questions, share recipe ideas. You have access to our live group meal planning sessions. There are over 8 one-hour connection times with me. 8 in a month. That does not include your one-to-one, and it does not include the meal planning workshop. Those are in addition. But in a nutshell, I'm here with you to create your path to success. We run it together. Need help with a recipe idea to recreate your in-laws' famous cake to surprise your partner? I'm here. Need someone to review your meal plan to help you stick to it? That's me. Need a shoulder to lean on when things get tough? I'm here for you. I was a teacher. I've been the shoulder to cry on. I was a cheerleading coach. 2 emotional teenage girls. I've heard it all, right? Need someone to check in on you on how you're doing or plan for that upcoming trip? I'm your girl. I'm running it with you. Are you interested? Is this what you want? Is this finally the solution? You can learn more by visiting veginspired.com/coaching2021. But don't head away from me right now and lose the video. I've found my true passion in life, and I'm all in to help you transition to that achievable place that you have been visualizing all week. The moment you step on the scale and hit your milestone, or when you zip up your dress or tie your bathing suit for that upcoming special event. I'm here for all of it. I've been in the situations I know you're going to face, and I'm here to help you through them. My mission and my passion is to help all people who want to eat more plants reach that goal. So if you're ready, I do invite you to join me. Stacy, you can drop that link. A lot of people wonder if this program's for them, and I'm so excited to answer that because truly it's for everyone. No matter where you are in this journey, if you want to eat more plants, this is for you. When you show up and do the work and invest in yourself, I am there to guide you to reach that goal and celebrate those milestones. I start out with action steps right away. People who enroll today will have that call and get started immediately. I'm not taking any time. We don't want to waste 1 minute because this truly is about transformation. This is about your journey. This program is a 12-month lifestyle coaching program priced at $52.25 pay in full or $475 per month. If you are ready to take the leap to your solution to achieve your goal, your time is now. This is your sign. I was placed into your life at the exact moment you needed me. And I am ready to welcome you into the Successfully Plant-Based family. If you're ready, go for it. Hit the enroll link and let's get started right away. I can even get your first call on the books this month so that you can start July 1 with your first 30-day focus. But you know what? If you're like me, this is terrifying. It's a big investment. But what is wellness really worth? So if you're like me and you need some time to process, I invite you to schedule a call with me to explore if this is even a good fit for you. I'm not going to hop on a call and be like, let's do this together. I truly care about you. I have connected with so many of you. My heart wants what you want. I genuinely mean that. I really want to explore if this is even an idea for you, if this would even work, if it fits into your schedule, if it fits into your goals. So let's chat. Nothing is off the table. It's free. So what do you have to lose? If you're terrified about hitting that enroll button and get started, hit the book a call with me button. Get the call booked, right? You know what to do. You know the call. I've got some of you already on my books, but we're talking strategy. We're uncovering this goal. We are determining what your path looks like. It's not about whether you're in or out. It's about your path. So let's talk about it. Let's explore if this is even good for you. But some of you are ready. You're in it. You're like, this is for me. I want to spend 8 hours a month with this woman. She's amazing, right? I might be biased, but I want to spend 8 hours a month with me. If you're ready, hit that button. Let's get going. I'll send you your questionnaire and we'll get started right now. But if you're not, it's okay. It's okay to have to book a call. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to not know. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you strategize this out and see if it works. To see if doing something outside your comfort zone, to leave the status quo behind and become the plant-based eater you want to be, is even in the goal. So let's explore. Book your call with me. veginspired.com/strategy call, or if you're all in, veginspired.com/coaching 2021. It's all there, ready. I'm ready for you. I'm ready to welcome you in. You would have immediate access to the program. You could immediately start right now in my space watching all the recordings from the previous training. You'd be in. I am grateful you are here in my space, and I am eager and excited to run this path with you, whatever that may look like. I have an amazing session scheduled with you for tomorrow, all about intentional progress. And I know you have big goals, and I am so looking forward to following along on your journey. I really, really want you to look at your goals. Look at what your health and wellness truly means to you. Look at that goal that you articulated, where you'll be in 6 months. Can you do that alone? Can you do it faster with help and support? That's what I'm here for. So don't forget to do your homework. I know there's a bunch of comments in the chat. Let me pop in there. This is amazing. I definitely want, the cat, he's been like in my face. Charlene, let's definitely talk, because we can talk about the calls, because they're not required. It's what's available. Yes, yes, yes. Love it. Oh, you guys are amazing. Glinda, you have all the details now. Jenny, I don't know. Is Jenny on? Somebody tag her and tell her she won. She's my scholarship recipient. You guys, I just feel so fortunate to have been in your space. I am a little ahead of schedule. If you have questions, I definitely want to get you on the calendar. Let's talk this through, see if it's for you. I am so excited, and I'm really looking forward to seeing your meal plans and to getting your homework from tonight, and welcoming those of you that are ready to run this path with me into my space and bringing you even closer to my circle and getting you your transformation. I hope you have an amazing night, and I will see you back here at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Bye.